The Indian Kida, the entrepreneurship Kida, that we want to do something. And the VCs whom we met while we wanted to raise money for CRE Matrix actually told us B2B SaaS, great, we love you. And then Modi happened. Stand up India, Startup India, सबका सिर खा गया. Absolutely. Right? I love him for that. So 2017 CRE Matrix happened. Super. And I cannot be more thankful.
We have to be United States of India. I totally understand why did he say that. The reason is हमारे इंडिया में हर एक स्टेट्स के लॉज एंड ऑपरेशन के जो मोडस ऑपरेंडी है वो बहुत अलग है.
गोविंद जी, know me too well. काफी क्वेश्चन में आंसर भी आ गए थे ऑलरेडी.
मुझे नहीं पता मैं कहाँ से शुरुआत करूँ, बट थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर एन अमेजिंग रिस्पॉन्स टू आवर फर्स्ट एपिसोड. हमें बहुत मोटिवेट करते हैं आपके कमेंट्स, आपके शेयर्स, और हमें बताते हैं कि हमें आगे बढ़ते रहना है. आज के जो हमारे गेस्ट हैं इज़ अ वेरी स्पेशल पर्सन टू मी. बहुत कम लोग मिलते हैं आपको अपनी ज़िंदगी में जिनसे आप कुछ भी मांगो इनका जवाब होता है हाँ, यानी कि यस. आप भी आजमा के देख लो. आप इनसे बहुत से गॉसिप कर सकते हैं. पड़ोसी का मकान कितने में बिका बताओगे, जवाब होगा हाँ बताएंगे. मेरे एक्स के घर का रेंट कितना है बताओगे, इनका जवाब होगा हाँ बिल्कुल बताएंगे. बिल्डर ने इतना मांगा है घर के प्राइस को, पर असली डील क्लोज होने का प्राइस क्या होगा बताओगे क्या, इनका जवाब होगा हाँ बिल्कुल बताएंगे. फिर आप पूछोगे क्या आप मुझे मेरा ड्रीम वाला घर दिलाओगे, इनका जवाब होगा हाँ बिल्कुल दिलाएंगे. सो लेट्स मीट द यस मैन ऑफ द रियल एस्टेट इंडस्ट्री, यस मैन इन अ वेरी वेरी गुड वे. अभिषेक किरण गुप्ता फ्रॉम CRE Matrix एंड Indextap. वेलकम करते हैं उनको.
So Abhishek, welcome to the Sleepless Rangers. And I'm very glad आपको एक मैसेज किया था मैंने, and you responded within no time, and you said that you will be part of it, and it makes me very happy that every time I ask you a problem or a query or some kind of a help, you're the first person to respond in the fastest way possible. But today we have lot many queries and questions that I have decided that मैं आपसे पूछूंगा. And उसकी शुरुआत करने से पहले मुझे ये जानना है आपसे कि यार आपकी जर्नी थी क्या? What is it that really triggered कि आपको ये करना है, right? ऐसा कैसे हुआ? मतलब real estate among all the places, how did you land up here?
So real estate of all the places नहीं बोलना चाहिए because I've been in real estate for a while now.
Right.
But if I have to still say that wow moment was I was very comfortably living, staying in London City, working for CRE, and Anuj Puri called and he said, "Would you want to head research?" And I was 27 at that time, and I said, "Oh my God, I mean, easy office mind, 27-year-old head of research, JLL." Long story short, there you had lots of data, insurance. You had no data, forget analytics.
True.
Right? So I said, even if I talk BS, sorry for the language, people will listen to me. Right? This is way back 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
Cut to 6 years with him. From a 0-member team, I created a 40-member team. From a cost center, created a revenue center. Then got a little bored. And Bank of America happened. So that's when I went there for about 5 years. Traveled all over the world, raising capital for all possible listed players. Whether it's Vikas, whether it's Pirosha, whether it's anybody, right? And then Modi happened. Stand up India, Startup India, सबका सिर खा गया वो.
Absolutely.
Right? I love him for that. Yeah. And that's when I thought, let's start something of my own. Not getting younger anymore.
True that.
And so 2017 CRE Matrix happened.
Super.
And I cannot be more thankful. It took me 1 year to leave the bank and job.
Okay.
Small difference from a business class back to economy.
Yeah.
From Hyatt's and Marriott's back to OYO rooms.
Got it.
तो थोड़ा सा फर्क था.
Absolutely.
But on the hindsight now, I think it was a superb decision because I'm loving every minute of my life.
And are you back to those marriages and all or not yet?
No, getting there. Inching my way there.
Okay.
So yes, so realistic तो समझ में आता था. But to catch up with the world. Because in JLL everything was Excel.
Right.
Bank was also Excel. Of course, they had a lot of other tools to help, but now we had to move to cloud. And we had to do it fast and comprehensively. True. And I think that was the biggest challenge. And plus, probably these questions will come during our conversation. But just want to share कि हिंदुस्तान का नाम वाकई में I say this all the time, should be United States of India. Correct? Because we are so different.
Absolutely, yes.
A Gujarat to a Maharashtra, neighboring states are different in all possible methods, especially real estate.
Absolutely.
but I'll talk about this more in the
so this is
conversation.
something which is in the pipeline for the questions that I have to ask to you. Because थोड़ा बहुत जो मैंने देखा समझा, मुझे समझ में आया कि यार it's a very complicated job. जो आप कर रहे हो, वो क्यों है, कैसे है, हमारे viewers भी जानना चाहेंगे. But before that, let me get to the very important point. You are running two companies together, right? I'm pretty sure the marriages are not that far away. But let me get back to the fact that there's one company which is operating into B2B space,
Yes.
which is CRE Matrix.
Yes.
And now you're on to your own version to deal with the transaction space into the B2C offerings, and that is Indextap. Could you just inform our viewers a little bit what these two companies are doing? How are they interconnected? Or if they are not interconnected, could you just want to share some highlight on these aspects?
Oh, sure. So, CRE Matrix, in one simple sentence, I have to explain. Whenever a house or an office or a warehouse or any real estate property were to get sold or leased, we have to have the sale agreement and the lease agreement registered. We all pay stamp duty. ये आपने जगह ली होगी, आपने register किया होगा. That document is a public document with the registrar's office. We buy it from them. We read it, we extract data from it, and we convert that to intelligence for 5 people: developers, brokers, banks, investors, and occupiers. So it's classic B2B.
Got it.
Right?
Understood.
Indextap takes that same data from its parent, so that's a baby, takes the same data and gives it on a mobile app to the world, to Modi ji's 130 crore people. He says it all the time, right? You can never forget.
Absolutely.
So he takes that data, puts it on a map, and makes it available to all home buyers, ताकि कोई भी अपना घर बेचे नहीं, खरीदे नहीं, भाड़े पे ना ले, without seeing the real data on the app.
Got it.
Right? Once they see that data, in many a times they find us as that reliable friend of theirs. You know, जो दारू पीने के बाद घर पे छोड़ता है हमेशा.
Right.
And then they call us कि हमें ही घर दिला दो, आप ही दिला दो घर.
Absolutely.
So then they call us, and then we help them buy that house or sell their house or lease their house.
Brilliant.
So that's how they're connected. Data connects both of them.
Absolutely. And because of the data that they are able to see, which is a very transparent layer that they observe, जो सबसे बड़ा डर है आज की डेट में कस्टमर्स का कि मेरे बाजू वाले का घर कितने में गया, मेरे बाजू वाले का रेंट कितने में गया, and you are bringing that all things together, and they somewhere try to find a partner in you where they know यार कि इन्होंने यार कुछ तो हमारे लिए अच्छा already किया है, let's see एक और चीज अच्छी कर सकता है क्या, and that's where the transaction journey of you comes in. Now my question, let's shift to the B2B aspect of your business first. How difficult it is in a country like India, where you said that we have to be United States of India. I totally understand why did he say that. The reason is हमारे इंडिया में हर एक स्टेट के लॉज एंड ऑपरेशन के जो मोडस ऑपरेंडी है वो बहुत अलग है. अभी कुछ दिन पहले हमें पता चला कि बैंगलोर के अंदर स्टैम्प ड्यूटी टुवर्ड्स अ पोजेशन दी जाती है, जबकि बॉम्बे में इट इज डन एट द टाइम ऑफ बुकिंग. नाउ व्हेन ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर हैपनिंग एंड हर जगह लैंग्वेज का जो इशू है, लोकल लीड्स लोकल लैंग्वेज में अगर बन रही है, हाउ आर यू सॉल्विंग दीज प्रॉब्लम्स? और ये प्रॉब्लम है कि नहीं, या मैंने कुछ गलत समझा है? Do explain a little bit that how this process happens of digitization of this sales deed made into very simple numbers which can make sense to a normal eye. Else वो document पढ़ के तो I believe it is very difficult task to do.
So Govind, you know me too well. काफी question में answer भी आ गए थे already. But if I have to split CRE and Indextap again, the CRE part is done between businesses, right? So a DLF versus a ENY.
Right.
So irrespective वो चेन्नई में हो या बैंगलोर में हो या पूना में हो या अहमदाबाद में हो,
बिल्कुल,
it's mostly in English.
Got it.
Right. Only the summary and some part of it might be local languages.
Got it.
तो वो तो फिर भी आसान है. So the CRE matrix doesn't have that a bigger problem.
True that.
The minute you move to Resi,
it's
completely in local language. So our team is definitely improved or garnered its
skill set.
The vernacular part of India's skill sets, right? So we now know, except Bhojpuri probably, we know Hindi, we know Tamil, we know Telugu, we know Kannada, we know Gujarati, we know Bengali. Because every state ka residential data is in its local language.
And this data extraction is happening manually, or you're using some technology there to make it happen faster at scalable level?
So the commercial part is happening manually
Okay.
because it's still a small subset.
Right.
The residential part, if we were to do manually,
Yeah.
then I'll have to hire the Indian Army.
Got that.
Right? उसकी तो औकात है नहीं.
बिल्कुल.
So then you have to do a combination of humans and machine. Or you should have the Ambani or Adani wallet. वो भी नहीं है.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
So we knew what we don't have.
Yeah.
So it has to be a combination of humans because humans have to teach the machine
Yeah.
how to read. I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
We went to the father of all. We usually say mother of all, but I'll say father of all. Google. And we told Google, please convert Hindi to English.
Okay.
तो हम एक प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहे थे for Mr. Kamal Khaitan.
Yeah.
And we sent that detail to Google to convert Kamal to English.
Okay.
So it converted it to Lotus.
I get that.
Now that can't work, no?
Yes.
So it has to convert phonetically.
Yeah.
Kamal.
Absolutely.
Google doesn't know how to do that. And हिंदी में लिखा था. अभी वो तेलुगु, तमिल में लिखा होगा तो क्या होगा?
Absolutely.
Not happening.
Done.
Right. So that's what our team has to teach. Now we are building those machine learning processes and NLPs or whatever they're called. Those
All this
amazing
in-house.
words.
All this.
All this. See, okay. CRE Matrix का except chartered accountancy,
Yeah.
100% everything is in-house.
Lovely. Yeah, I know that. I know that. They've never ever tried to discuss the probability of making sure can you guys come on as digital partner for the company. Everything is in-house, so I'm totally aware about it. Over to you.
But
Yes.
yeah, so India never makes it easier.
Yeah.
Which is also good news in a way, because if we are finding it difficult, anybody who wants to come in new
Yeah.
will also find that equally or more difficult, given that we have that much heads up.
True that.
You know, we are ahead of them. But yeah, it's a journey.
No, totally. Yeah, and it's very fascinating. And I myself have been, one of your subscribers and one of your clients in that way. And the way my team uses it and the kind of clarity it gives to the decision making that we have to take. Where to market, which product, which locations. Since real estate is a very hyper local play, unlike FMCG where I can reach out to whole India. Here we have to spend money in a very smart fashion on the places where it is really needed. So definitely it's a very fascinating platform that you have built already. Now tell me, from CRE Matrix to Indextap, when did this trigger happen? Did you always have this in mind कि यार पहले हम data जीत लेते हैं and फिर transaction जीत लेंगे? Was it part of a GTM or with the journey it just happened on its own?
So we are on air.
Yeah.
Or it will be aired at some point. But
Yeah.
the honest answer to this is
Yes.
the Indian Kida, the entrepreneurship Kida, that we want to do something.
Right.
And the VCs whom we met
Yeah.
while we wanted to raise money for CRE Matrix
Right.
actually told us B2B SaaS, great, we love you, but यार exit
Yeah.
नहीं मिलेगा, पैसा नहीं देंगे.
Got it.
पैसा तो सिर्फ B2C को देंगे.
Got it.
So I said, come on. मतलब we are having annuity business.
Yeah.
I have visibility for the next 5 years कि मुझे ये clients पैसा देने वाले हैं.
Absolutely.
और आपको करना है B2C जिसके where it's high risk. But
Yeah.
they say no, we want the hockey stick. क्योंकि we will invest in 100 companies.
Yeah.
उसमें से मुझे पता है कैसे डूब जाएंगी.
Yes.
तो मुझे वो 20 सहवाग चाहिए. I mean I love सहवाग.
Yeah.
Right. So that also triggered this big that sort of a dormant कीड़ा.
Yeah.
That what we have to do this. And we had the data. So don't get me wrong. ऐसा नहीं कि we had to recreate the wheel. So we had the data. We just had to figure out a way
Yeah.
to make it very B2C-ish.
Got it. So, what are the skill sets? Typically, we have seen or I have interacted with a lot of real estate developers and then a lot of Proptech entrepreneurs or regular entrepreneurs as well. One of the important things here that I will ask you is कि कितना बड़ा difference है mindset में जब आप एक B2B डोमेन में ऑपरेट कर रहे हो और एक B2C डोमेन में ऑपरेट कर रहे हो और the same mindset will operate in both the places. What's your take?
So Govind, great question. There is a big difference between if I were to run a B2B business versus a B2C business.
Yeah.
As I said, you're my client.
Yeah.
If I make a mistake, I can come to you. I can say sorry. I can hug you. I can make some corrective measures.
True.
B2C is completely faceless. I don't see them. They don't see me. I mean, they might see me like here.
Yeah.
But I don't see them at all. So, and with social media now, you make 1-2 mistakes, you've lost that client forever.
Absolutely.
He will leave a bad feedback somewhere. So you have to be completely on your toes all the time. Now, I'm not saying B2B, we're not on our toes.
Right.
But B2C, big mindset difference.
I get that.
Second, how to reach them.
True.
B2B, I can go to a GRI, I can go to a CRE conference, probably network, figure out some people. B2C, how do you reach them? The amount of money or the cost of acquiring such a customer is also humongous.
Without doubt.
So big difference. And for us to, especially for me, because I'm managing both these brands, even I have to wear those hats and really sometimes think differently between in a single day.
Is it too difficult to keep shifting the mindsets and the approach as well, right? The approach here, where the customer centricity is one point, right? But B2B के अंदर यार इसने मीटिंग क्या 1 घंटा मैंने दिया इतना पैसा लेके आ रहा हूँ मैं क्योंकि क्लाइंट तो फूटेगा मेरे को 1 साल का सब्सक्रिप्शन आने वाला है और B2C में मैं मेहनत कर रहा हूँ यार 2 घंटा दिया 3 घंटे को दिया टीम को बट देन मुझे पूरे दिन में या हफ्ते में न्यूज आएगी ट्रांजेक्शन की क्योंकि शुरुआत
कभी 1 महीना में भी नहीं आए
राइट
सो
हाउ डू यू बैलेंस दिस पार्ट दैट कि यार B2B साइड में पैसा तो बन रहा है ना आज की डेट के लिए वहां पे भी फोकस करते हैं तो हैव यू स्ट्रगल्ड विद दिस डिसीजंस एवर विद मैनेजिंग योर टाइम
so Indextap is still new. It's only 4 months old.
Right.
So we promised to ourselves that we'll give it 1 year. तब तक I'm not going to sweat.
Got it.
And then with God's grace and with such wonderful friends like and clients like yourself, we've got some gunpowder sitting in CRE Matrix to be able to fund the baby.
Right.
But yes, from just a daily mindset perspective, I really have to switch off and switch on to start be able to constructively converse with my team.
Absolutely.
Who's only talking B2B here, and my digital marketing team or my data team, who's not talking in lakhs now, are talking in crores of data points.
True.
Not easy.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I say, boss, आज का दिन CRE Matrix का है.
Yeah.
कल बात करेंगे Indextap पे. I can't tackle both on the same day. Sometimes I have to.
No, I know that because this mindset, I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs, right, who have taken this kind of a GTM because somewhere it is the same GTM as well. Directly starting with Indextap comes with a lot of issues, penetration problems, understanding of the business. But the learning that you have had with CRE Matrix, I'm pretty sure it is going to help you. But let me come back to one very important question, जो हमारे ट्रेलर का भी part है, वो ये है कि यार there's a term that we use to define this space of where the CRE Matrix operate, location data intelligence, right? इसको बहुत सिंपल भाषा में अगर हमें समझाना है लोगों को तो वो क्या है मतलब how should our viewers try to understand कि location data intelligence अगर मैं कर रहा हूँ तो उसका मतलब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ?
Okay, I'll have to again answer this question from the B2B perspective and a B2C. The B2B2C for sure, right? Because I'm assuming the viewers are.
बिल्कुल.
अगर आपको पता है कि आपकी बिल्डिंग एंड उस एरिया के 1-2 किलोमीटर अराउंड
बिल्कुल
किसने घर खरीदा या भाड़े पे दिया या लिया किस प्राइस पे लिया वो मराठी है कि मारवाड़ी है कि सिंधी है कि गुजराती है
राइट
उसका एज प्रोफाइल क्या है
बिल्कुल
वो कौन सी दुनिया से आया है सिंगापुर से आया है कनाडा से आया है नागपुर से आया है कि सेंटा क्रूज से आया है
राइट
या बोरीवली से आया है इट जस्ट मेक्स इट सो मच कंफर्टेबल बिकॉज आई फील younger Indians are become very mobile and more people want to live in a community, especially after COVID.
Right.
They want to live with people who speak the same language. They want to live with people who celebrate the same festivals,
True.
who wear the same ethnic or Indian clothes.
Yeah.
Right? They all want to converge. Have you seen a Gujarati and a Gujarati जब मिलते हैं तो कैसा suddenly they create magic?
Yeah.
Or a Bengali and Bengali how they create magic?
True that.
Right. So we can help them do all of that.
Get it.
That's on the C part.
Got it.
B part तो कोई end ही नहीं है, right?
Yeah.
We can help them understand the market, understand the competition, understand what's selling, what's not selling.
Absolutely.
The works.
And do developers, since I'm talking about B2B only for now, developers आपके data के ऊपर से क्या ये भी decision बनाते हैं कि ये location पे यार ये वाला माल बिकेगा क्योंकि यहाँ पे 2 BHK अगर हमने इस carpet size में बनाए तो उसका demand बहुत अच्छा रहा और वो बहुत fast बिक रहा है तो do you believe or have you had conversation जहाँ पे developers have called you to discuss with you यार कि इस एरिया में हमारे पास ये land parcel है उस पे हम ऐसा घर बना सकते हैं क्या? Can you just quote one such conversation where you believed that your data helped them to create something which is existing today or which is in the making for the tomorrow?
Actually, honestly, that's what we do all the time.
Yeah.
And not for developers, but even for banks. Because when banks are lending money to the developer, they want to know कि वो जो बोल रहा है वो करेगा कि नहीं.
Absolutely.
In terms of sales,
Yeah.
in terms of उस एरिया में 2 bedroom बिकता है कि नहीं, without taking names.
Yeah.
One of the largest banks was lending construction finance to a developer in Nasik.
Okay.
And that gentleman was making large apartments. Now, they were fretting कि बाबा large apartment बिकेगा कि नहीं बिकेगा.
Got it.
Right? They wanted us to validate कि बाबा 4 bedroom या 5 bedroom के घर बिकते हैं कि नहीं बिकते हैं नासिक में.
True.
Similarly, coming back to your question,
Yeah.
we can not only tell you whether, let's take example of Borivali. We can not only tell you Borivali में last 10 साल में कितने 2 bedroom बिके हैं, कितने 1 bedroom बिके हैं, कितने 3 bedroom बिके हैं.
बिल्कुल.
We can compare and tell you कितने launch हुए हैं और कितने बिके हैं. So for example, if everybody is launching 2 bedrooms,
Yes.
and that's selling,
Yeah.
but there are few people launching 3, but that's the velocity is even far better.
True.
So it's a great time to buy a set, launch 3 bedroom houses.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right? Then we can tell you within the 2 and the 2.5 and the 3, what size is the best sweet spot.
Got it.
Right? So should you make 3 bedrooms of 900 square feet or 1100? Right? Okay.
Yeah.
On a lighter note, I often say people, you have to take care of affordability also.
Right.
तो मैं हमेशा यही बोलता हूँ कि जो 800 square feet का 3 bedroom बनाता है is not for Hindustani people.
Absolutely.
Right? Nothing against our Vietnamese friends.
Absolutely.
But people who are little shorter, Indians are getting taller.
Yeah.
Right? तो हम लोग वो 10 by 10 square feet के bedroom में नहीं सो सकते.
True.
या तो फिर bed रहेगा या covered रहेगा.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right? So you have to look at all of these things
True.
before launching your project, because there was a lady whom I met today morning, an architect,
Yeah.
and she was telling me, Abhishek, where the hell have you been for the last 5 years? क्योंकि developer मेरे पास आता है,
Yeah.
मुझे एक plan देता है,
Yeah.
and I make a nice so many houses, FSI, ये size होगा,
Got it.
blah blah blah, and then he goes for some drinks somewhere,
Yeah.
or to a party or wherever, and then somebody gives him some gyan,
Yeah.
comes back and asks me to redraw the whole thing. So I have to redraw and draw
Yeah.
the plans for 5 times, would only get paid once.
Got it.
अगर आप पहले आते और उनको बोलते कि यहाँ पे सिर्फ 2 bedroom बिकने वाला है,
Yeah.
तो मेरा शायद 5 से कुछ तो कम होता.
True that.
This is real today morning,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
So we can actually help, and I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying it as a CEO and मुझे clients चीज़ इसलिए I'm saying that, but this will really save time, effort of the whole ecosystem.
Everybody. So, dear viewers, one thing जो अभिषेक ने बताया कि बैंक्स भी जब पैसा लेंड कर रही है उन डेवलपर्स को टू मेक देयर कंस्ट्रक्शन फाइनेंसिंग, जो उन्होंने वर्ड यूज किया वो बेसिकली ऐसा होता है कि रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर्स को जब अपना घर बनाना होता है तो कभी कभी जरूरत होती है और पैसे की, जहाँ पे बैंक्स आती हैं और बोलते हैं कि आपको जो कंस्ट्रक्शन करने के लिए जो पैसा लगेगा वो हम देंगे. इससे 2 चीजें होती हैं. एक ये कि डेवलपर को मालूम है कि उसके ऊपर स्ट्रेस नहीं रहेगा कैश फ्लो का कि घर बहुत फास्ट बेचना है और गलत रेट पे बेच देना है. उनको मालूम है बैंक एश्योर कर रही है. बैंक इज ऑल्सो मेकिंग श्योर कि जो कस्टमर को जो होम लोन्स मिल रहे हैं, जो कस्टमर अपने पैसे से घर खरीद रहे हैं, वो गारंटी है कि घर जरूर बन जाएगा. एंड दैट इज वेयर अभिषेक कम्स इन, वेयर दे आर नॉट जस्ट अश्योरिंग डेवलपर्स कि कैसा घर बनाएं, कौन से साइज का बनाएं, दे आर ऑल्सो हेल्पिंग बैंक फाइंड द राइट पीपल कि कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स पे आपको पैसा डालना चाहिए जो आपके लिए भी एक सेफ बेट होंगे, क्योंकि अंत में बैंक का भी पैसा तो हम कस्टमर्स का ही है, राइट?
बॉस एनपीएस बच गए ना तो
Absolutely.
हिंदुस्तान भी काफी बच जाएगा.
बिल्कुल.
Right? So now I'm not trying to show off.
Absolutely,
But
absolutely.
our data actually feeds into Modi ji's ease of doing business.
True that.
It also feeds into the so-called transparency index of India.
Right.
Because real estate was always a very dirty game.
True, true.
Right? And data कभी था ही नहीं.
True.
तो अब है.
Absolutely.
And digitized भी है.
Absolutely.
Right? हिंदुस्तान में तो ऐसा है कि digitization का मतलब होता है कि स्कैन कर लिया, digitize हो गया.
True.
That's not true.
बिल्कुल.
Digitization is that you can do MIS around it. You can do some
Absolutely.
analysis around it.
And you can give some actionable insights if
Yes.
possible, right? So brilliant. So far, Abhishek, I hope you're enjoying our conversation.
Always.
And now I'm gonna shift our focus to the B2C offering, which is Indextap. So could you just now elaborate a little that इसकी journey जो है वो किस तरह से अभी जा रही है, and where do you want to take it in the future? Let's say it's a very cliche question to ask, but आज से 4 से 5 साल बाद हम Indextap को कौन से फॉर्म में देख रहे होंगे?
Acha, before that, the word is very uncommon.
Yeah.
Just so that everybody knows,
Yeah.
this is your index finger, and there's a reason why it's called Indextap. And when you take the mobile phone and you tap with your finger, that's called Indextap.
Wow.
So we just love that name. We
Absolutely.
just want people to know why it's called Indextap.
So he is a marketer as well. They have planned it properly. Now
But
we
coming
got
back to your question.
It's good thought. Yeah.
So as on today, as I said, it's an app
Yes.
where you can go and search for Bombay. Pune, a Bangalore, a Nasik, a Nagpur, a Thane,
Got it.
and go and then search for any building. But building should be in the last 10 years. Built in
Got
the
it.
last 10 years because बहुत पुरानी buildings में transaction नहीं होते हैं, so then it doesn't make any sense for us to cover that. It's a lot of cost.
True.
But in the last 10 years, if you have bought a house or sold a house or leased a house,
Yeah.
उस ऐप पे आपका घर मिल जाएगा. But
Yeah.
it will only have the unit number,
Okay.
the floor number, the building का नाम,
Yeah.
the area of the apartment,
Yeah.
and the price at which it was sold or leased.
Right.
There is no name, absolutely private.
Absolutely.
There is no privacy breach at all.
Makes sense.
So that's not available.
Right.
Once people see that, as I said earlier,
Yeah.
they find us as that reliable friend. Invariably ended up calling us and saying that, अरे सर आपके पास तो इतना डेटा है तो आप ही मुझे अच्छा डेटा, क्योंकि हमारा टैगलाइन भी यही है,
Yeah.
हर घर का सही प्राइस.
Got it. Right. Absolutely.
So they tell us that okay, आप ये टैगलाइन तो हमको ही घर दिला दो सही प्राइस में.
Beautiful.
And that's when we went to our developer friends. Don't remember we have the B2B friends there,
Yes.
a lot of developers.
Yes.
So we went there and we said, boss, what do you want? You want your house to get sold?
Yeah.
We have the lead. Let's marry the two. So
Got it.
ये buyer खुश क्योंकि इसको घर अच्छे प्राइस में मिल रहा है. He feels safe and satisfied. Mr. Developer is happy because उसका घर बिक रहा है.
बिल्कुल.
Right. So and then we are happy because the developer pays us.
Absolutely.
So it's a win and win. So that's Indextap today,
Got it.
right? But it's only limited to, as I said, cities of Maharashtra.
बिल्कुल.
And we have just started Bangalore.
Right.
So दिल्ली तो दूर है. In
Absolutely.
true sense.
Yeah.
So we have to do NCR, we have to do Hyderabad, we have to do Chennai. There's so much more because घर. See offices में हम लोग बोलते हैं कि top 7 cities, top 7 because सब offices ज़्यादातर यहीं पे हैं.
Right.
पर घर तो हर जगह बिकता है.
बिल्कुल.
वो तो गुवाहाटी में भी बिक रहा है.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right? सिलीगुड़ी में भी बिक रहा है. जम्मू कश्मीर में भी बिक रहा है.
Right.
So we have to cover a lot of ground.
So 5 years on the line, these all cities and pan India is going to be covered. So what are the challenges in कि अगर मैं कहूँ कि Indextap यार आज के डेट में इन cities में ही अवेलेबल है.
Yes.
vis-a-vis जब मैं 2028-27 में बैठा हूँ,
Yes.
बोला कि Indextap पूरी इंडिया में अवेलेबल है and और कहीं जाना नहीं है कि Indextap पे आपको आना है. तो what is the struggle and the challenge that you believe that you may have to solve in scaling that journey to that level?
So usually I do this as a quiz.
Okay.
Okay, Govind. And so we do this as a quiz only.
Fair.
And don't worry about the answer.
I'm all game.
Okay. How many? So as I told you, we collected data for MMR. MMR
ठीक
मतलब
है.
Bombay, Thane, Palghar, and Raigad.
ठीक है.
Right. We collected data of residential sale and lease
Yeah.
for the last, let's say, 7 years.
Okay.
आपके हिसाब से कितने हमने डॉक्यूमेंट्स गवर्नमेंट से लिए होंगे? 7 years,
Yeah.
sale and lease, only MMR. Don't worry about the
Only
answer.
MMR, yeah.
Don't worry about the answer.
Okay. Should be.
Actually, I'll give you KBC choices.
Okay, yeah,
That'll make it easy.
Yeah.
25 लाख,
Yeah.
50 लाख, 1 crore या 1.5 crores.
Oh damn! I was gonna say somewhere around 30-40 lakh, but now I believe I have to answer 1.5 crore or 1 crore. Either of.
So it's about 1 crore.
I get that. Yeah.
अब ये 1 करोड़ नीडल्स पड़े हैं यहाँ पे.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
अब उसमें से आप मुझे 300. We'll just stay with one of my favorite developers,
Yeah.
Vikas Oberoi. So 300 Oberoi exquisite की needles ढूंढ के दिखाओ. Golden needles of Oberoi exquisite, 300 from that 1 crore. The point I'm trying to make is we have to start marrying those individual transactions to that building,
True that.
right? And we have to do this for not one building, but thousands of buildings in Bombay.
And then you are matching it with the other floor level because मैंने Indextap के interface में वो भी देखा है कि मैं ये देख सकता हूँ कि कौन से फ्लोर पे कौन सी इन्वेंट्री गई है, कितने में गई है,
अरे बाप रे.
अवेलेबल है.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that too we recently started.
Right.
So thank you for bringing that up.
Yes.
So that is a stacking view that we have created,
Yes.
which is so unique. So
Yes.
what happens is we have created a 2D image of the building
Yes.
from the ground floor to, let's say again his project,
Yes.
70th floor.
बिल्कुल.
Let's assume there are 4 apartments on each floor.
Right.
Each block will be an apartment.
Absolutely.
Okay. The block will either be red or green. If
Absolutely.
it's red, मतलब बिक गया.
Yeah.
If it's green, मतलब it's available. आप रेड पे क्लिक करोगे तो आपको बताएगा वो यूनिट नंबर, फ्लोर नंबर, विंग का नाम, कितने में बिका.
बिल्कुल.
आप ग्रीन पे क्लिक करोगे तो इट विल देन शो यू कि उसका यूनिट प्लान क्या है, फ्लोर प्लान,
Yeah.
or the master plan, or whatever the advertising, marketing collateral of the developer are.
Absolutely.
Right? And then niche, very subtly we have kept, you can call us. That's where people.
We have a call. Yes.
That's where people call us,
True.
and then we help them, give them the right price and help them buy the house.
So guys, I know many people who went about solving this problem, creating a marketplace जहाँ पे customer को बता सके कि यार आप कौन से घर में खरीद रहे हो, कौन से फ्लोर पे आपको घर मिल सकता है और कहाँ पे क्या अवेलेबिलिटी है. इसका सबसे बड़ा जो प्रॉब्लम मुझे समझ में आया जो लोगों को हो रहा था वो ये था कि ये सारी इन्वेंट्री की जो जानकारी है वो डेवलपर के सिस्टम से निकालनी होती थी, जिससे उनके ERP या उनके CRM जहाँ पे इन्वेंट्री की जानकारी है उससे फेच करके ही हम पब्लिकली इसको दिखा सकते थे. But then I saw what Indextap did as their GTM, as their go-to-market strategy. उन्होंने वही transparency ऐड की, but on the power of the data that you guys are already mining, जिससे customers को not just ये पता चल रहा है कि हमारा प्राइस बेस्ट क्या है, but ये भी पता चल रहा है कि कौन से डेवलपर के यहाँ पे इन्वेंट्री कौन सी अवेलेबल है. This level of transparency is not something जो आज से कुछ साल पहले तक हमें एक्सपीरियंस होती थी. So kudos to you Abhishek for that. Now coming to the important part of our conversation, how do you make money? Right? It's as simple a question that I can ask for this one.
So in the B2B, it's subscription.
Right.
We have a product. It's
Yeah.
completely cloud-based. Laptop खोलो, हमसे password लो, टक टक टक, Wi-Fi है, it starts.
Could you also give a little detail कि किस तरह के subscription packages हैं CRE Matrix में और Indextap पे किस तरह से
Okay.
subscribe हो रहे हैं?
Okay. So think of it. Go back to school.
Yeah.
You've got the x-axis and the y-axis.
Yeah.
You've got one of the axes has the number of cities. So
Got it.
let's just talk about the top 7.
Sure.
And on the other axis, you've got offices, malls, high streets, warehouses, जो भी.
Fair.
So let's say 7 into 5, 35 pieces.
ठीक है.
You have the 35 pieces of the jigsaw. आप जो उठाएंगे उसके basis पे there is an annual subscription fee. So a client can take only Bombay office.
ठीक है.
A client can take Chennai retail.
ठीक
A
है.
client can take Bangalore warehouses.
Got it.
Or somebody can come and say that I want all cities offices because मैं हर जगह invest करता हूँ.
Okay.
Right? So that's the way it works. The lesser you take, the unit economic will favor me.
Okay.
I'll give you less discounts.
Got
The
it.
more you take, the unit economic will favor you.
So could you break it down further? कि अगर मैंने बॉम्बे का ऑफिसेस का लिया,
Yes.
वीजा भी मैंने पूरा पूरा MMR का सब्सक्रिप्शन ले लिया,
Yes.
मेरे को प्राइस क्या ऑफर होगा?
So that's residential, right? Because MMR we only talk about residential.
Fair. Okay.
So if I were to sell a developer or a bank or anybody
Yes.
just Bombay city residential,
Yes.
the rack rate is 5 lakhs.
Got
We
it.
invariably are very happily give a 10% discount.
Got it.
Hindustanis love bargaining.
Absolutely.
That's like my mother, right?
So that's already set 10%.
So नहीं
Yeah.
तो वो 10, 15, 20 depending on how much
Fair.
we want you as well,
True.
right? As a brand.
True.
The minute you take Bombay, Thane, Raigad and Palghar, so that's sort of 4 pieces for us.
Right.
And then if we throw in a Pune there,
Got it.
so the 10 would probably become a 20 or a 25 or 30 or a 40 as well.
Got it.
So 5, 5, 5 or a 4, 4, 4, 4,
Yeah.
and those could be, if you put at 40% discount, you'll probably come to around 13, 14 lakhs.
Okay.
Now that would be literally
Yeah.
on your laptop, click on any project in Bombay or a Thane,
Absolutely.
and it will give you all transactions that have happened in the project for the last 7 years.
Absolutely. So tell me one thing. Between the first part that I asked, कि जो आप consultancy part है,
Yes.
कि जहाँ पे रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर्स आपको बुला के ये बता रहे हैं कि आप फिजिबिलिटी बताओ यार, वीजा भी ये जो आपका जो SaaS प्लेटफॉर्म पे एक सब्सक्रिप्शन प्लेटफॉर्म के फॉर्म में जो CRE Matrix अवेलेबल है, इन दोनों के बिजनेस के जो ऑफरिंग्स है, इसका अगर मैं रेवेन्यू आपसे पूछूं कि करेंटली इफ आई हैव टू एंगेज विद यू ऑन द सर्विस नंबर 1 जो मेरे को लोकेशन के बारे में बताए, वीजा भी ये जो डेटा ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है, इनके प्राइस में क्या डिफरेंशिएशन होता है और आपके ओवरऑल रेवेन्यू में how much is this consultancy services giving and how much is this as subscription offering contributing to?
Okay. So the second part of the question is very easy.
Yeah.
If I'm earning 100 rupees
Yeah.
from this B2B business, more than 80% is SaaS
Yeah.
subscription and 20% is bespoke. We call it
Got it.
bespoke.
Got it.
Customized.
Understood.
But the same number pre-COVID
Yeah.
was 95-5.
95 towards?
95 towards subscription and 5% towards bespoke.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay.
So more and more developers are coming to us and asking for bespoke. Now,
Right.
the difference is very simple.
Yeah.
Here we have created a product.
Yeah.
That's a product.
Got it.
यही color है, यही पत्ती है, आप लेके जाइए, घर पे रखिए.
बिल्कुल.
Now the developer comes and says, I don't like blue color, I want green.
Got it.
I want yellow. So we will then customize it and send it to you.
Right.
Plus, this is on cloud.
Yeah.
We've obviously made a lot of analysis, lots of charts, lots of graphs to help you. But here we will do the charts and the graphs and the PPT the way you want it, in your corporate colors.
Got it.
Right?
Understood.
Therefore, we have to spend more man hours on it, and therefore it can be a little more pricier.
Got your point. So all the real estate developers and the brokers and the fraternity who is watching it, you just got an understanding of when to call Abhishek and the team and how to subscribe and at what rate to subscribe. This is the other level of transparency I add, right? So, okay. So Abhishek, now I'm moving to your B2C side of the business, which is Indextap. Can you take us through the journey कि यार as a customer, what am I supposed to expect? मैंने आपका ऐप तो देख लिया, मेरे को इन्वेंटरी भी समझ में आ गई, मुझे इंटरेस्ट भी है, मैंने भी अपना फोन नंबर दे दिया, अब मेरे साथ क्या होगा?
Somebody will call you.
Okay.
And given that they already know आपने क्या सर्च किया है, तो या तो आपने प्रोजेक्ट पे सर्च किया है, you search for a specific project, not only a project, sometimes we get inquiries for a particular unit. मुझे इस प्रोजेक्ट में, इस विंग में, इस माले पे यही यूनिट चाहिए, क्योंकि आपके उस पे ग्रीन दिखा रहा है.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल.
मैं डेवलपर के गया था, उसने तो बोला बिक गया ये.
Right.
आप कैसे हरा दिखा रहे हो? तो get me this apartment, right? That's specific also.
Yeah.
So somebody will call you.
Yeah.
They'll try and understand what you want.
Yeah.
If you're so clear, they will try and sell that apartment to you, okay, from the developer.
Right.
If you're not so clear,
Yeah.
then they will give you a bouquet of options and then take you to the site visits,
ठीक है.
handhold you through the entire process.
They will come along with me wherever I'm going.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Right. And try to close the transaction.
Transaction.
Once that is done, we will not leave you.
Right.
Then if you want a home loan, we'll even help you do that. We've made some partner friends.
Okay.
And not only that, but if once your project gets delivered, or if it's not an RTMI, which is
Yeah.
ready to move in,
Yeah.
sorry, if it is an RTMI ready to move in,
Yes.
then we will even help you get your interiors done. So that also we've partnered with somebody.
Okay.
So
wow.
it's the whole thing, from downloading the app,
Yeah.
to calling the customer, to making sure that there's a closure, and
Got
then
it.
if required a home loan, and the interiors of the apartment. So that's the whole journey we're trying to do.
And the backward integration or forward integration here in this case is a forward integration with the interior company. That is a choice that I get, or then you have a set vendors whom I have to operate with. And is there any technology that you are using there, or it is a regular experience that I have to get from outside?
There's no
It's the same.
technology.
So
You are free to get
choose
a-
on my own as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you want us to help you, then we have a few friends
Got it.
who are available, for you to choose from.
No, brilliant, Abhishek. And I know it's a fairly new start that you have done at Indextap with the transaction hand-holding part. And I'm pretty sure with the experience जो आपने अभी तक लिया है और जो network बनाया है, you will be able to leverage to make sure more and more customers like us, they end up getting their dream homes because of Indextap. Now, let me come to the most interested topic that the Proptech entrepreneurs are like typically searching and asking and finding the solutions for, which is called funding, right? So you are one of the few Proptech startups in India where you guys have managed to raise money for the idea that you guys are working upon. My question to you is, to the Proptech entrepreneurs who are watching this, how has been this part of the journey? So एक हम business run कर रहे हैं, वो एक हमारी journey है. Funding करना, creation और लोगों से बात करना, बताना हम क्या कर रहे हैं, and उसके लिए fund raise करना for our vision into the real estate space is not an easy task. A lot of VCs I have interacted with, they say that real estate है बहुत sexy space नहीं है, right? So my question to you is very simple. How was your journey when you went about raising the money? Was it smooth? Did it have challenges? And who eventually came on board?
So it was not smooth at all.
Okay.
And आजकल तो Shark Tank
Yeah.
सब लोग देख रहे हैं. It's
बिल्कुल.
like the favorite show
Absolutely.
in India these days.
Yeah.
And you can see how they grill
True.
the people who are coming to raise money, right? So it wasn't easy for us as well.
Okay.
And the very first choice when you're trying to raise money is to go to a VC,
Got it.
right? We did the same.
Got it.
And the first and the second and the third
Yeah.
reject. Right? तब तक वो ठीक था कि उतना तो होना चाहिए. That's
Absolutely.
also learning.
मजा ही नहीं आया.
We got to learn something from their questions.
Yes.
It was fine. But the minute it became fourth and the fifth and the sixth and seventh, and they were all singing a similar song.
How many rejections in total?
Definitely a dozen.
Okay, understood.
But that is not the point. वो तो है ही point. But
Yeah.
the larger point is कि it started sounding the same song.
Yeah.
Right? अरे B2B SaaS is good.
Yeah.
But you know
B2C कर लेते तो
B2C
मजा आता है.
हाँ. तो
Yeah.
मैंने बोला अमेरिका में तो B2B तो बोले ये हिंदुस्तान है.
बिल्कुल.
Right? ये अमेरिका नहीं. I think that started a little demotivating us. कि,
Yeah.
You know, I thought we went with the impression कि ये तो अच्छी चीज है.
हम तो कुछ तोड़ रहे हैं.
मतलब नहीं हाँ the business obviously तोड़ रहा है but and B2B SaaS तो अच्छी चीज है. People should be happy because there's a visibility of income coming and growth or whatever.
Right.
And what came to us
Yeah.
was the reverse. So it was the first you got a shock. You know, जोर का झटका जोर से ही लगा times.
Absolutely.
So it took us some time to first accept it.
Yeah.
कि boss this can happen.
बिल्कुल.
And then what happened after that was an accident.
Yeah.
Sadhvis has been our client for 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
They understand the business very well. They're hardcore real estate guys.
Absolutely.
And Amit just one fine day called that I'm in Bombay.
Yeah.
I'm staying at the Taj Lands end. Why don't we just come for a breakfast?
Right.
The client to जाना पड़ेगा breakfast के लिए. What is the problem?
बिल्कुल.
तो गए and he said I have about an hour. We'll talk.
Yeah.
And when that hour became 4 hours.
Yeah.
And when did he very very subtly slip in?
Yeah.
This is also a possibility. Was very very
तो उस समय लगा
very
होगा
very
कि
heartening.
उस समय लगा होगा कि यार बहुत लोग बोलते हैं ये हम फंड कर देंगे हम पैसा दे देंगे पर ये रियलिटी नहीं है बिलीव नहीं करते हैं. Did you go through the same?
100%.
Okay.
But Amit did not take too long to decide, and I think which was superb.
Yeah.
And I don't know whether you've met him.
Yeah.
Extremely.
He's been my client, so I'm totally aware.
Extremely comfortable. You know, he just brings so much comfort around him.
Absolutely.
That yeah. So अब I can say that अच्छा वो VC नहीं आया. I should not say that because आगे शायद
आगे आ जाएगा. Yeah.
But
we'll try to edit it, but I'm just telling you for the heck of it. I'm not going to edit. This is a good one. Yeah.
But इनको धंधा समझ में आता है.
True.
And they came to us as a strategic investor. ये बोलने में थोड़ा sexy लगता है, but truly, we often bounce off ideas to them. Especially now that we're doing B2C and especially now that we're doing transactions.
True.
Right? Not maybe so much on CRE Matrix, but definitely on Indextap. So that way I think we were blessed that we got the guys who are far more experienced than us.
Yeah.
And they have the money. So no complaints.
Absolutely wonderful. And now going forward, now that you have raised money on CRE Matrix, can we expect you guys to come out with the news कि यार Indextap में भी funding आ गई है?
110% yes. Because Indextap is a monster.
Yeah.
And if it has to get the Bombay तो हो ही चुका है, Pune हो चुका है, but if you want to get the Delhi and the Bangalore and the Hyderabad and many other cities covered, remember I told you the 1 crore transactions. तो वो करने में ही we need a lot of manpower, more tech, more of everything.
बिल्कुल.
More of office.
Yeah.
तो next raise जब भी होगा will happen for Indextap only.
Got it.
Because CRE Matrix is now sort of on I wouldn't say autopilot.
Okay.
But yes, Indextap will need funds to grow faster.
Super. So now I'll ask you Indextap के ऊपर ये क्वेश्चन कि ये जो ट्रांजैक्शन बिजनेस है ना उसमें कई सालों से काफी लोगों ने बहुत मेहनत की है.
Sure.
Right? And it is a red ocean. अगर मैं बोलूँ उसके अंदर आपके पास एक स्ट्रैटेजी जरूर है. Because of data play, you are trying to create a blue ocean of your own, right? But the moment it keeps growing, you are going to be competing with some major giants who are existing today, or those who are already there, established a little, but they're on the right path. My question to you is, who do you see as probable competitors 3 to 5 years on the line? Those who are already existing or those who are on their way?
Okay, if I have to take the whole offering,
yes,
the app, the stacking view, then there is no competition. But if I just take broking, because that's see, these are great enablers.
True that.
But at the end of the day, तो आप घर दिलवा रहे हो ना.
बिल्कुल.
Then I might sound biased since I still love Anuj Puri. I think Anurag would be not only a competitor, but maybe tomorrow a partner.
Okay.
So I think I would like to ape them or this. See, interestingly, when we started CRE Matrix, I think around the same time Anuj started Analog.
Right.
And given his business acumen, experience, connects, he's taken Analog where it is.
Absolutely, yes.
We obviously did not do broking, but we're doing it now.
Yeah.
So I would love to chat with him for an entire day and see how he took it. Maybe we can ape something there.
But someone who's using location data intelligence as their GTM or probably sitting in the right space to do it, that for me it would be let's say Zapkey, right? Or then with the help of InfoEdge backing, Teal being there, 99 acres, broker network coming in together. Then there is a third ecosystem in form of Square Yards where they have a prop AMC. They are already there in looking at a good scale. So don't you think these are also some guys who might be looking at? So in that case, if these are the people who are coming as competition, what do you think eventually will be your moat, which will give you a fair amount of success or probability of larger success vis-a-vis others who are already trying to make some inroads in this space? Space is very big. It will have many players, right? But what will be your USP that you are focusing upon? कि इस पे focus करते रहेंगे तो हम पक्का जीतेंगे.
So individually, if I have to talk about them, Teal is doing more of
land records.
Land.
Yes.
They probably going in a different direction.
Right.
So that I don't see as a competition unless they really reinvent themselves and change something.
Right.
Coming to Square Yards, they are pure brokers.
Yeah.
Right. Then they just acquired a company so that they get that intelligence as well. But I have not seen them use that intelligence to generate leads.
Got it.
They're still using the telecalling.
Got it.
And there are other companies who are using mandate brokers.
Got it.
Like for example, Analog.
Yes.
So there's a lot of mandate broking.
Yes.
So I think everybody's found their niche. We've also found our niche. We're doing it this way.
Got it.
So somewhere maybe somebody might just merge and become a larger player.
And one thing if I have to ask you that आपको currently आपका observation already हो चुका है कि यार ये चीज और हम plug in कर देते ना और speed से भाग देते. ऐसी कोई चीज है जिसको आपने observe किया है कि यार maybe we had this layer as well, we could be running with a faster speed. The number of leads I'm getting per day might get to 2x or 3x if we had this one more layer. Have you thought through this so far?
I don't know about one more layer, but definitely the more money you spend on creating brand presence or just tying up with more developers to advertise their projects will just get you more downloads, more eyeballs, more of everything. As I said, you need to have the wallet of the Ambani or the Adani or the Henry.
Right.
So whatever resources we have, based on that we are working inch by inch to build that block. So I think money would be the biggest thing. And having said that, then your next question should be फिर अभी जाके पैसा रेस करो ना, का वेट कर रहे हो?
Yes.
But we want
I was coming to that. जो मैं VCs को बोलने वाला था कि आपको पता है कि कंपनी कौन सी है जिस पे आपको बेट करना है. इनके पास प्रोडक्ट और प्रूवन केस स्टडीज ऑलरेडी है. एंड मेरा क्वेश्चन आपसे यही होता कि यार अभी क्यों नहीं?
We just want to make sure that the model is working fine. And go with a stable ship. Small ship.
You still are experimenting phase.
We're still learning on the job, frankly speaking. Because if you see my individual career path, it's always been analytics, data.
True that.
And frankly, broking is a different mindset.
True.
Right? I don't think I have that mindset yet. I'm still learning on the job. So I don't want to rush into things.
Got it.
We're doing one thing very well.
तो
वो चल रही है. We're actually experimenting with this. We feel we'll succeed. But we want to show some success before we open our mouth.
Got it. Could you just give a little bit of insight on आपके जो partners हैं, आप लोग के बीच में role division कैसा हुआ है अभी currently? Who's handling what?
तो अभी what we have done is so now we are having like 6-7 different CEOs, and they all converge into one.
Okay.
Right? Or you can call them head of departments.
Got it.
Right. So there's one gentleman who is absolutely focused on residential data.
Got it.
Then there's one gentleman who is completely focused on digital marketing, our social media presence, everything is his job.
Got it.
To the extent,
Yeah.
and you will hate this,
Yeah.
he said कि अगर ये succeed हो गया तो फिर मैं अपना खुद revenue भी generate करना शुरू कर दूंगा. I can go to developers and even do
Marketing for them. Yeah. Absolutely.
Right, so that becomes another vertical.
Got it.
Then there's one gentleman who's now just recently got promoted, who's
Yeah.
going to be the head of research and consulting.
Got it.
Remember, we write a lot of research reports. Just today
Right.
we published a first JLL CRE Matrix joint report
Yeah.
on GCC.
Got it.
So that he's going to do that, and that's where the consulting part or that bespoke element comes in.
Absolutely.
Then there's one gentleman who's looking at CRE Matrix completely, which
Yeah.
means the commercial side, right?
Yeah.
The offices, the warehouses, the retail.
Yeah.
And then of course, lastly would be the new business that we would launch, right?
Got
And
it.
then they all converge into
One.
the, let's just call it a head CEO or whatever.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's the way it is.
Super.
Because अब इतनी बड़ी team हो गई है, I mean, we still want to grow.
How much was it?
We have around 135 people.
135 people. Super.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's just not possible for me to manage everybody.
Absolutely.
Not that I was managing everybody all the time,
Yeah.
but now we've created these compartments or departments so that they can.
Super. Yeah. And I'm very glad that you spoke, with full transparency and as much as you can. Now coming to the last section of our conversation today, which is our trademark that we are trying to build at Sleepless Rangers. Let's see how it pans out. But the question number one that I'm asking everybody, and it's a compulsory question, you cannot say pass here. And the question is very simple. Proptech के अंदर it can be anything. आप construction technology से बोलो या any other domain that comes in. Which are the two startups that you are in love with, or you are really following their growth, or tomorrow if you have money to park to invest, you would love to bet on those people? Who will be those two startups currently from the Indian ecosystem?
Oh, okay. एक तो definitely I can mention.
Yeah.
Again, it might sound a little biased and
Yeah.
favoritism, but हमारे client भी हैं,
Yeah.
which is Home Exchange.
Okay.
I think it's
Very interesting. If you'll see Home Exchange episode, he has quoted them.
seriously.
Them, yeah. So interesting
Thank
banter
you.
they are exchanging. I
Thank
don't know
you.
what notes are getting, off the conversations, but yeah.
नहीं, तो I'll give you my perspective.
Yeah.
My house where I stay
Yeah.
was purchased by dad,
Got it.
right, about 23 years back.
Okay.
It's in Santa Cruz.
Right.
We all know that that particular area doesn't have much more land available. तो कोई नई बिल्डिंग नहीं बनेगी
बिल्कुल.
क्योंकि फ्री लैंड नहीं है.
बिल्कुल.
बनेगी तो इट विल बी रीडेवलपमेंट.
समझ गया.
एंड देन देयर इज एब्सोल्युटली नो पार्किंग देयर.
Yeah.
वो एक स्टैक के ऊपर पार्क करो या टावर पार्किंग होगी.
Right.
राइट एंड वी आर बोर्न एंड बॉट अप बीइंग पैम्पर्ड कि गाड़ी सीधा स्ट्रेट से निकलती है.
Right.
और वॉचमैन को ऊपर से फोन करो, वॉचमैन हम आ रहे हैं, गाड़ी निकल के रखो.
बिल्कुल.
दैट काइंड ऑफ डर्टी पैम्परिंग.
Got it.
For us to move to a tower
Yeah.
or a car lift is
Yeah.
just like unimaginable.
Right.
The point I'm trying to make is कि Home Exchange is solving a big problem
Yeah.
of Indians जिनको नया घर खरीदना है
Yeah.
और वो इसलिए नहीं खरीद पाते हैं because they're unable to sell their old house.
True that.
They are completely solving that problem कि आपका पुराना घर हमने खरीद लिया, आपका वो हेडेक खत्म कर दिया,
Right.
अब आप फोकस करो नए घर पे
बिल्कुल.
and go and fly.
True.
Right.
No, I agree that. I'm in love with what they are doing. When we were having conversation with Jessel, there's this one thing that really found amazing that they are coming out with a guarantee. कि हम यार गारंटी देते हैं अगर हमने आपका घर लिया है ना तो हम उसको सेल करके देंगे. नहीं भी हो रहा है तो हमारा रिस्क है. Right? So that's something interesting that they are doing without doubt, and
We are helping them with the data to do all of this.
And absolutely. So this is something that I realized today while you were speaking. So glad with their client.
Now the
of
second
yours.
one.
Yeah.
I don't have a name
Yeah.
where I would put my money, but there is this elusive company जो कभी शायद बनेगी, wherein you have, it's a listing platform to my mind.
Okay.
It's a listing platform,
Okay.
but the listing is curated, right? So nothing against.
You're talking about MLS kind of a.
Yeah, nothing against the existing players.
Yes.
But वहाँ पे लैंडलॉर्ड भी लिस्टिंग कर रहा है, ब्रोकर भी लिस्टिंग कर रहा है, सेलर भी लिस्टिंग कर रहा है, भाड़े वाला भी लिस्टिंग कर रहा है. There is no validation of any data over there.
Yeah.
And given that I'm a data person, it pains me,
True that.
right? So I would like to see a listing platform which is curated, wherein the person comes with eyes closed and he's so confident कि जो उसने लिखा है वो सही लिखा होगा, somebody has validated it.
Like the US, we have multi-listing platforms which are adding at least one layer. Yeah, that's true. One of the largest problem viewers that आपको नहीं शायद पता है, जब आप किसी भी प्रॉपर्टी पोर्टल पे घर देखने जाते हैं, तो प्रॉब्लम ये है कि एक ही घर के अलग अलग प्राइसेस आपको कभी कभार मिलते हैं. उसका रीजन ये है कि हमारे इंडिया में कोई भी वैलिडेशन का सिस्टम नहीं है कि अगर रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर ने ये प्राइस रखा है तो इसी प्राइस पे आपको मार्केट करना है, जस्ट टू इंश्योर कि आपके पास लीड जो है आपकी वो उनके पास पहुंचे. वो एक ही घर का प्राइस जो स्टैंडर्ड है उसे कम करके रखेंगे. आपकी कन्वर्सेशन में पता चलेगा बाद में कि यार ये तो थोड़ा धोखा हो गया, बट तब तक बस निकल चुकी होती है एंड आपके कन्वर्सेशन शुरू हो चुके होते हैं. बट keep that in mind, what problem that you have addressed, it's really genuine. And all the PropTech entrepreneurs who are watching, this is the idea that that when Abhishek gets that money to put, he will be putting upon. So you already have your future angel investor VC ready. Get going if you believe that you can solve this idea. So yeah, coming back. So now that you have spoken, in a very nice manner, but I realized that आपने एक shortcut लिया. आपने एक कंपनी का आइडिया दिया, which is good, I'm happy about it. But दूसरी कंपनी का नाम क्या है?
Oh God. So then I can't call it a startup. I said this earlier also.
Yeah.
There's one firm, more than the firm, the gentleman whom I completely adore.
Yeah.
Would be Anuj and Anurag. We would like to see how they are performing. We would like to see how they are, changing their tracks and basically what are they doing.
Right.
But if I have to still step a little forward ahead of the question and see that, take a global canvas, then it will be CoStar. Because that's a data company, which is a legacy company.
True.
They've done phenomenally well. And of course, a very larger country, a larger market called United States, but it's listed. And it's trading at a 20 to revenue multiple.
Wow.
20x to revenue multiple. It's a pretty handsome multiple. So I think that's, if we can
and
reach
in this
there,
current market, it's trading.
in the current,
I'd love to check this company.
if we were to reach there,
Yeah.
but that's very B2B-ish.
Yes.
Doesn't have
But the
any
market is
element of
very
B2C.
big as well and different there as well.
And it doesn't have any element of B2C.
True that.
But if we can do something similar to that, I think that would be truly phenomenal. Not just for us, वो तो है ही, but also for our country.
Superb. Yeah. Now I'm happy. So Abhishek, this is the last question and the trademark question that we are trying to put to all our guests at Sleepless Rangers. अगर आपकी दोनों कंपनी, सिंस आपके केस में B2B भी कंपनी है और B2C भी कंपनी है, हम दोनों कंबाइन करते हैं.
Okay.
और वो अगर एक आदमी है, उसको डिलीवर करना है इस कंपनी के प्रॉमिस को, जो CRE Matrix का भी जो प्रॉमिस है और इंडेक्सटैप का जो कंबाइंड प्रॉमिस है, उसको अगर डिलीवर करना है, तो एक आदमी को एक दिन में क्या करना होगा टू लिव थ्रू एंड मेक श्योर दैट दिस प्रॉमिस इज गेटिंग डिलीवर्ड? वो आदमी क्या क्या कर रहा है?
ये सवाल आते कहाँ से हैं?
This is one thing that I wanted to tell our viewers, that real estate selling comes with so many moving engines, right? So they need to know that what all goes behind make sure कि आपको आपका सपनों का घर मिले.
That sounds like that one day CM, one day PM kind of a question. My God.
Now next time anybody asks me कि ये question आते कहाँ से, मैं नायक मूवी का नाम ले लूँगा. Okay. Good.
But I think I might have the answer for you.
Yeah.
You remember the link I told you about?
Yeah.
So, if I were to be CRE Matrix for the first half of the day, I'm going to try and collate all possible data,
right,
of buyers and sellers or whatever,
right,
and then the second half of the day, give it to Indextap, to conclude those transactions.
Got it.
But make sure that you do it in a very transparent manner.
Got it.
So that the buyer feels absolute comfort, because it's accurate, authentic data. So if you're able to marry that data from CRE, and Indextap has those eyes and the ears and the hands to convert that data into transactions,
right,
in at most transparent environment, so that the audience or the home buyer or the viewers feel, मुझे सब पता है कि मेरे आजू बाजू किस प्राइस में बिका और मुझे सही प्राइस में घर दिलाया गया है, I think that would be my dream.
Okay.
Would be just a perfect scenario to be in.
So in the process, where is the lead generation part, and where is the customer handholding and the final part of the transaction coming in? So a person has to live through the whole day. So how many stages are you literally? The question basically is being asked for us to understand how many steps is it taking for you to reach to the final ground of making sure the customer gets their final home.
Okay. So the step number 1 is get the data from the government.
Fair.
Read it.
Yeah.
Put it on the act.
Right.
You exactly know कौन सा घर कहाँ बिका नहीं बिका क्या बिका everything.
ठीक है.
So that's literally step number 1.
Got it.
The second step is then we would like to advertise about us.
ठीक है.
So that people get to know we exist.
And there your marketing team gets it.
That's where my marketing team gets.
ठीक है.
Once they get in, people will call us.
Right.
People will hound us. People will ask something.
Sure.
Whatever. That's when the sales team comes in.
Fair.
And they will call you, they will pamper you, they will help you, they'll ask you questions, blah blah blah.
ठीक है.
And try to explain, close the transaction.
Got it.
Right? So there might be multiple sub steps also.
Right.
But these are the 3 broad buckets how the integration would happen through the day between the parent and the child, or CRE Matrix and Indextap.
Super. Thanks a ton for that clarity. And anybody who's attempting to get into the transaction side of the business, keep in mind the number of steps that you have to take care of. It is not कि हमने बस शुरू कर दिया और देखते हैं क्या होगा, because India as a country is evolving, and data as an edge that they carry, technology as an edge that they're leveraging is really transforming the whole experience. And this, over a period of time, where I look at, it's a little bit of a complex process, and anything which is complex, it is not very easy to replicate as well. So I believe, in terms of, I've told before also, जो आपका GTM है, automatically I can see that it is heading towards something really beautiful and great. All it takes is now, in terms of the scaling, what is it that you guys are gonna do? And I am looking forward to that journey. मैं बहुत, like, I'm a fan of you guys and the company myself, and I'm rooting for you guys to make a dent into the sky. And with that, guys, I hope you loved the interaction today that we had with Abhishek. We are coming out with more such episodes every Wednesday, one entrepreneur at a time. That is the promise at Sleepless Rangers. And with that, thanks a lot, Abhishek, for joining us today. I hope you had a fulfilling 1.5 hours.
Super.
And hope I didn't bore you. Any parting notes for you from your side?
So in the opening remark, you said that you sent me a message, and I was not only this time the first person to reply or quickly to reply, but always been so.
Absolutely.
So that's all kudos to you. So if you love us and my brand, we love you and your brand as well. So that will obviously go a long way.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for inviting me. I don't know what episode number I am, 1, 2, 5, 6.
Yeah.
But irrespective, I'm just a phone call away.
Absolutely, I'm aware about it. And as I said, there's so much that's happening in this space, guys. I believe we're just at the cusp of something much larger. हम लोग बात कर रहे हैं कि US में क्या हो रहा है. I believe 10 years on the line, a lot of people are going to quote India. And this is a fair start where we wanted to create a little bit of buzz around what these startups are really up to. Because I'm pretty sure 10 years on the line, these are the videos that people will go back and watch that, 10 साल पहले यहाँ पे थे, right? And I will be the most happiest person then. So with that, thanks a lot.
I have one thing to say.
Sure.
Let's say Sweden or Greece or any of these European countries.
Right.
उन्होंने कोई भी प्रोडक्ट बनाया, लोग तो चाहिए ना
बिल्कुल
बेचने के लिए.
Absolutely, yes.
So there are only 3 countries in the world, nothing against the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I love them as a tourist.
Yeah.
It's Hindustan, China, and US.
Absolutely.
China being China.
Yeah.
And how sometimes closed cocoon it can be.
Yeah.
In terms of language and culture and whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So to my mind, it's only US and us.
True.
My son is going to United States to study.
Wow.
He's become that old now. Time flies.
What's your age?
and he tells me कि मैं वापस आने वाला हूँ.
Wow.
तो मैंने बोला क्यों? जो आता है US से तो वापस नहीं आता है.
Yeah.
तो बोलते हैं बॉस 10 साल नेक्स्ट 10 साल 20 साल इंडिया के ही हैं.
Yes.
यहीं पे लोग हैं. मैं तो स्टार्टअप ही करूंगा और यहीं पे आके बेचूंगा.
Brilliant.
So our country is rocking. Our
Truly.
biggest weakness, what we used to think, the population has become our enormous strength.
Yeah.
So super excited.
Absolutely, and let's leverage it in the best way possible. Wishing you all the luck. Keep making sure that all the Indians who are looking for their dream homes, you keep delivering it.
Yes.
And to all the Indians and all the people who are watching this episode, make sure you download that app, Indextap, today. Right? That's your plugin. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you next Wednesday.